Good evening, everyone. This is Rabbi Karen, and welcome to our Tuesday Ma'ariv service. We are here at Zoom, YouTube. We are here at simshalom.com. We are here just for our Tuesday night service. Welcome, everybody. Can you hear me, Rudolph? Okay. We are here on Zoom with Ellen, Rose, Toby, and Rudolph right now. And if you're in the Zoom, you could be on Zoom, or if you're on Facebook, you could be in our chat. There's Albert. Shalom, Albert. I'm glad you could join us. So we're going to begin, and I hope wherever you are warm and you are safe. And let's throw in another one. You're healthy, because there's a lot of those nasty germs going around. So just, stay cool, stay warm. All right, here we go with our service. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. Excuse me. And now our call to praise. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. Okay, now nothing wants to work. Let's see. There we go. Our blessing as we look at the miracles that Adonai has given us of separating light from dark and dark from light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bivaro ma'ariv aravim, bechokma potech sharim, uvitbuna mishanei tim umachalif et hazmanim, umsader et kochavim v'mishmoroteim barakia kirtzono. You abound in blessing, eternal one, our God, sovereign of all time and space, whose word brings on twilight. With wisdom you open gateways, with understanding you alter times, vary the seasons, and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Boreim v'layla, golel or mipnei choshek v'choshek mipnei or, umavir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom umevi layla, Adonai tzavot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu li'olam va'ed baruch atah Adonai. Ha'ma'ariv aravim. O living and ever-enduring God, reign over us forever and ever. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who brings on twilight. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Okay, we're just going to take a moment to stop the share and see if anybody's on our restream. Albert is still there. Ellen has joined us, Ellen Friedman, and Sue Bowers has joined us on our Zoom. So welcome all. And as I said to everybody earlier, I hope you're healthy and warm, because that's the big thing we need today, to be warm and healthy. And now the prayer that states who we are, our creed, our oneness with Adonai. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malhuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. And you shall love. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently to your children. And you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you rise up, and when you lie down. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand. Hold on a minute. Okay. Upon your hand. And they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates. Then you may remember and do all my commandments and be holy, holy unto your God. All of a sudden, two people were asking to be admitted into the Zoom room. And what happens is I get the notice while I'm trying to do a prayer, and I get a little kerfluffle there for a moment. So you'll have to excuse a little kerfluffle. And speaking of miracles, as Miriam and the women went through the parting of the Red Sea, they sang this song to praise Adonai. Mi chamocha balim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilo tosef aleh. Malchutecha ra'u beinecha, okei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze Eli una ve'amru, Adonai yimloch li'olam va'ed. V'ne'amar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov, ukalo yad chazak mimenu, baruch atah Adonai, Gaal Yisrael. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Chashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'achamidenu malkeinu l'chaim, ufrosh aleinu sukat shalomecha. Eternal One, cause us to lie down in peace and raise us up to life, our sovereign. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us for your name's sake. Shield us and remove from your path all hostility, disease, war, famine, and sorrow. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you are a protecting and saving power, truly a sovereign power. Gracious and compassionate are you. Guard our going and our coming in life, and in peace now and for all eternity. And we need it now. Wow, with what's going on. Prayers for Israel, prayers for the hostages, prayers for the innocents who are losing their lives, prayer for those who are trying to keep peace. Just watch out for us, Adonai. Spread us over your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who spread your shelter of peace over us, over your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Let me just see who's in chat. Okay, that's Ellen Rose responding in chat. I guess that's what we're up to next. Yep. Yitgada v'yitgada shemei rabba b'yamad yivrach hirutei v'yamlich malhutei b'chayechon uv'yo omechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'yimeru amen yesh mei rabba mevorach Li'olam li'olmei maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yiroman v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalab shemei d'kudusha b'riachu le'elam b'chol b'chata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata damiram b'yalma v'yimeru amen. And now we take a few minutes for our Devar Torah. And let's see who's on Restream. Albert's still hanging on Restream. Thank you for being there. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Beshalach, the songs and the poems in our lives. In Exodus 15, it says, then Moses and the Israelites sang this song to Adonai. They said, I will sing to Adonai, for he has triumphed gloriously. Horse and driver he is hurled into the sea. We know what he's talking about, right? With the closing of the Red Sea. In Numbers 21, then Israel sang this song, spring up, O well, sing to it. In Exodus 15, then Miriam the prophet, Aaron's sister, picked up her hand drum, her timbrel, and all the women went out after her and danced with hand drums. That's just what we sang about, Michamocha. And Miriam chanted for them, sing to Adonai, for he has triumphed gloriously. Horse and driver he is hurled into the sea. That was the soldiers in the chariots. Deuteronomy 31. Therefore, write down this poem and teach it to the people of Israel. Put it in their mouths in order that this poem may be my witness against the people of Israel. You see a recurring theme. We keep talking about poems and songs because really songs are poems with music. So why is it so important in the Torah that we keep hearing the theme about singing songs? Why is that so important? Anyone take a guess? Go ahead, Helen, just unmute yourself.
I think part of it is it's easier to remember a song. Somehow the words stay, and you say, oh, this was from this and this is from that. And you remember it much easier than the words. And I think
Ellen, do you listen to radio back in New York?
not too much.
Okay.
I'm not a radio listener.
There was a station back in New York that I listened to growing up called WCBS FM 101.1. And it even had the DJs from my youth. Not only did they play the songs of my youth, they played the morning DJs from my youth. Maybe some of you have ever heard of Cousin Brucey.
Yes. Yeah.
Cousin Brucey was on this station. So why was this station so important? I'm sure where you all live, there's an oldie station somewhere that you're listening to. You know, all you have to do is talk to my father about Benny Goodman and his licorice stick and all the music of his past. So, what's so important about that? Why do we listen to the oldies of our youth, whatever generation your youth might be?
It kind of helps connect you to your past.
It connects you to your past. So can the children of Israel learn songs for the same reason? Did you ever hear a song come on the radio and you went, I was in high school when that song came out. That was the night my boyfriend proposed or we broke up or whatever. Brings you back to a great memory. Maybe a negative memory, but you don't remember that song too well, so you really remember the positive ones. And the thing is, the songs connect us to an emotion, a memory, an emotion. I could remember being in the front of my building back in the Bronx for Thanksgiving. Maybe it was getting Christmassy. And I would not only hear this one Christmas song that just, I'm always associating with it, but the smell of everybody cooking turkey, wafting the front of the building. So it's not just a memory, but it's a smell. It's an emotion. It's a feeling that, we all have. We have it in our lives. We hear music many times and you're connected to something back. but it's easier to remember a song when we sing it in a melody also. So hearing a song brings us back the smells, the emotions, the feelings. And how are they going to teach the next generation? Because they're going to be in that desert a long, long time. It's going to be a whole new generation. And Moses has to impart upon the children of Israel, teach this to your children. But it shouldn't just be one generation. It should go on and on and on. Ledor vador, generation to generation. What better way than in a song? Okay? Maybe you have grandchildren singing Manishtano Halayla Hazeh. Oh, to Gavel with that. Or they come back from Hebrew school singing, I had a little dreidel. Or whatever it is. The songs, we do it from generation to generation. It's good for us, but it's also good to impart for them. And we're going to do more about songs. In the next few weeks, we're going to study about more songs because as Moses gets close to the end of his life, he needs to get more out. Remember, at that point, there's a new generation, except for him and Aaron, him and Joshua. So he's got to impart this now to the next generation. He's not going with them. He's going to die. He's never going to get to the Holy Land. He's going to look at the Holy Land, but he's never going to get there. So he's got to make sure he gets all the stories in, all the rules in, all the laws, because they've got to then impart it to that next generation, and so on and so on and so on. So the songs, remember our songs, remember your songs. Pass those stories down too. Don't forget, pass those stories down. Okay, let's get back. Share. Any other comments? Anybody have anything to say about that? Yeah, Joanne, just go ahead.
Yeah. My mother, in the last years of her life, she had Alzheimer's. And she grew up, she really could sing. She used to sing to, the USOs. She actually entertained the troops. So,
Okay.
and she sang opera in high school and college. So when her memory was fading, I would play music to her. I would play music to her from her generation, the big band music and so forth. And we would sit and sing together. She always remembered the music.
Absolutely.
She lit up. So it's, it's just so important because I
Yes.
mean, myself, I could hear a song that I sang when I was 10 years old, and I can tell you I'll know every word. Yeah.
Two stories. One, my father is still alive. He's going to be 96 next month. So it's the same generation.
Yes.
So music was very important.
Mhm.
I was at a dance the other night and they played the twist.
Huh.
Understand, I'm in a senior community, okay? And over 55. I am no longer the youngest, but I was the youngest for quite a while. I moved in when I was 58. So we were doing the twist, and I said to one of the people, do you know how old I was when I first heard Chubby Checker do this? I was
Mhm.
5.
Mhm.
They were teenagers, but it still was part of my youth.
Yeah.
It was what I heard my mother listening to on the radio. WINS was this, I think that was the Good Guys.
Mhm.
Ellen, am I getting it right? It was the Good Guys? Yeah. So, that's still part of the growing up. It's still, what we listen to. And that's where the music is so important. And, there it had a religious background to it.
Mhm.
I've done services at assisted living facilities, and there are in some of them the memory care sections. And I'll do the services, and basically they're ignoring me. It's okay. Until I start singing songs and I see some of them mouthing the words. They might know the Shabbat candle lighting. They might know the Shema. It was Hanukkah. We lit the menorah. They knew dreidel. Suddenly, I could see a spark in their eyes for some of them, but like they went from not looking, not suddenly being part of what we were doing.
Mhm.
And that was so important. That was the good feeling that I was able to touch them as you touched your mom. I was able to touch somehow, some way, if even just in a song. Okay, what was Beth
I
saying?
know my mother-in-law, she had Alzheimer's also,
Right.
and near the end, she's a cradle Baptist.
Okay.
And she got to a point where she didn't recognize anybody, but if you started singing a hymn out of one of her old hymnals, she
Yeah.
would start singing, and she knew.
There you go.
And sometimes I tell people, you're getting old when they announce a senior talent show, and at least 5 people show up doing Elvis. And I'm going,
Mhm.
Well, Beth was writing in the chat. She listened to a podcast by 10% Happier discussing music and memory. Well, that is something to absolutely look into. Okay, let me just check something out. Okay. Not able to make a change. Okay. Thank you, Albert. I'm so glad you were with us this evening. Okay. Okay, so, and my dad being 96, I can't officially give a diagnosis. He can't remember 5 minutes earlier. But just start talking about an Errol Flynn movie. Oh,
Mhm.
he's in heaven, or Glenn Miller or whatever. But the thing is, on TV today, you can watch every old movie. So, he's in the present watching the old movies of the past. And again, I talked to him about, when him and his friends would go dancing in the 1940s to Glenn Miller. Oh, he's totally, he's with us to a large degree, but he really connects, especially with the music.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to go back. So if everybody could please mute yourselves. All right. Now let's take a few moments to listen to the prayers in our hearts and in our minds. Ose shalom bimrumav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, imru, amen. Okay. Now we're going to get ready for our Mishabera prayer. So if you can get ready to type in the names of all those who need our healing thoughts and prayers. And I will begin with Sid and Joyce Becker. Hold on a minute. Okay. Sid and Joyce Becker, Boomer, Luna, and Sammy, Robin, Lisa's daughter, Ronnie, Seal's daughter, Rabbi Allison's daughter, Chana Bat Leola, Miriam Bat Shulamit, Carrie, daughter of Bonnie, Leslie, Mindalea Bat Chaya, Maxine, Marsha, Marlene Bat Sylvia, Bobby, George, Dean, David, Yaakov Ben Charlotte, Samantha, Carolyn, Joel, Lance, Shayna Bat Shalava, Samir, Henry Cole, Naomi, Melissa's mother and father, Stephen Bucksbaum, and Howard. Okay? So now, if you type in the names of all those that need our healing thoughts and prayers, hang on one second. Albert, you're going to have to retype your name in, honey. For some reason, it closed up on me. Okay. Yes, Beth, please drop the link. L&D and all of the cancer patients and all in Israel who are in need of healing, peace, and healing. Dorothy, Marlene, David, Jean, Bob, Kevin, Mary, Frank, Donna, and Ted, and all Sim Shalomers who are in need of healing. Debbie, Grace, and Jake Brown, Dave, and John Hall, Rabbi Shush, and Joanne. All IDF families who lost loved ones in Gaza, all those who lost loved ones to the war in Gaza, all those who are suffering physically, emotionally, and spiritually around the world, all Sim Shalom community, Israel, the IDF, all souls in need of peace and healing. And I'm sure Albert has names as he always does, but the chat had closed for some reason. So if he doesn't come back, we're thinking of all the people that he would usually add. Marvin, unmute yourself and tell us your names.
Howard Gruber,
Yourself.
myself, and Nelson Respogo.
Okay, thank you. You can mute yourself again. And Albert got on. All of our loved ones and our loving pets. All right, and all Sim Shalomers in need of refuah shlema and all the hostages. Yes, all the hostages. All right, let's get back to our share screen. Mishe beirach avotenu b'chol habraha limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishe beirach imotenu mechol habraha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kimishpachot hadama, shelo sam helkenu kahem, v'goralenu kechol hamanam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim, umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlochim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'aya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad. Ushmo, Ushmo, Ushmo Echad. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this session in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. Yitgadal v'yikadash shmei rabbah, v'yalmad divrei hirutei, v'yamlich malhutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, b'agalav zman kari v'yimru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach li'olam almei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yibar v'yiraman, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal, shmei d'chudashah, v'rechu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, tamiran v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehesh lama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom v'mruma, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, V'yimru, amen. And may all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. I believe tomorrow is Tu B'Shvat. Did I get that right? Yeah, it's Tu B'Shvat.
Tomorrow night it
Tomorrow
starts,
night.
not during night.
Well, tomorrow at this time.
Yeah.
So enjoy what trees you could find. Enjoy the earth. Enjoy what blooms from the earth. Okay. Beth put in chat what she said was a very interesting podcast. So if anybody wants to get on it from the chat from our Zoom group, it is there for us. Thank you, Beth. And, you know, a lot of synagogues now do a Tu B'Shvat Seder to honor the fruits and the seeds of the earth and the birthday of the trees. It's a wonderful day to celebrate. So, and as we are very back into ecology again, let's honor the earth and let's honor what we get from the earth. But let's not make this one day a year, but let's make this a year long. So we are here on Monday through Friday. I think there's a Saturday service now. Rabbi Elias does.
Sunday at 7.
See what happens when I'm not here? So we are here 6 evenings a week. We're, with so many different rabbis now, I'm losing track. But we're here. We've got our classes, JLEAP, Rabbinic class, Cantorial class. Check out our JSLI page, our Sim Shalom page. We have all sorts of goodies going on all year long. I'm so glad that you could all join us. Be well, be happy, and most of all, be safe. Take care. Shavua Tov, Chag Sameach.
Toda Rabbi Karen.
Bye.
Chag Sameach,
תודה רבה.
everyone.
Bye-bye.